Yeah, how's it going? This cool guy. My name is Wallace. I'm a flippin' flippin' rock star. Woo woo woo. Gosh darn, vampire dude. Life's going pretty good. Oh, look at me, I'm wearing a shirt. Look at that. See that? So, anyways, today I definitely underestimated how good I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm tired. Like I did a video like a couple hours ago, or whatever. Talked about how tired I am. I'm pretty flippin' tired, but I feel good. Like I got done with that probation thing. I go to that meeting right at work. It's a great meeting, right? Bunch of great people, whatever. Anyways, but I'm feeling good. I'm not used to that. Got this good feeling going, and I know it affects me. It affects my leadership energy. I'm like, you know, my my body, my instincts are feels a little bit stronger than usual. I just feel good, and so I'm like less hesitant. I'm like less hesitant to in general. Just like my moves are better too. Just in general, like I'm like dancing around and shit. Just people could tell I'm in a good mood. I went to the gym. I was like, fuck, I can't even. I don't even feel like being around people right now. I'm gonna be like dancing around and shit. It's like too much. So at home, and yeah, fuck. I know I shouldn't be cursing, but it's like good cursing. That's how I feel. It's just like fuck. It feels good. Like I went outside, took smoke break during the before the meeting or whatever, and I was just looking at the sky. I was looking at the clouds. I was just standing there. I was like, fuck, feels good. I feel like I'm free. You know. I was thinking to myself, like, I was like, you ever think of like prepared statements that you might say to people if the situation arises? I do that sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, if I wanted to, I could just fucking move away now. Go to fucking go anywhere I want. Free as a bird. I'm having too much fun. It's fucking amazing. Having like superpower shit and like feeling good and having superpower shit and having being well known. And there's like beautiful women, and cool dudes. It's fucking great. Now I like our culture. I like the South. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You know, I really like. I'm from Colorado, where it's pretty much just white people. You know, and it was all right, but it wasn't like it sucked. Like just white people. Let's be real here. It's terrible. And I always complain about that. And here's why. Because it sucks. It sucks not having other cultures. Period. I believe that. Not having like yeah, it's just a thing. Like just having one culture, one like you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, um, but no, I mean Colorado is nice. I'm not saying that like I didn't make a lot of friends and all that. I did. And like I have nothing against white people. That's clearly not the case. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that, I like Southern culture way better. I like the diversity a lot better, which is ironic. You think of the South, right? And you're like, oh, diversity, but no, it's diverse. It is maybe not as diverse as other places, but it's diverse. I would say so, and I've seen a lot, at least here in town, and it's kind of I could say a lot about Dothan. I love Dothan. I love the people here. Um, like I've seen things that I've never seen in other places. Families, family structure. And a lot of people bring in bring in the power. You got powerful people. You got people who, hell, you could have a dishwasher. You could have a dishwasher who's, you know, powerful and going around, hey everybody, I'm a rock star. Let me prove it. Shit like that. It's pretty cool. So, but yeah, I'm a vampire. So there's that. I put that in my back pocket. That's like my ace up my sleeve almost. It's like whatever vampire. I get really pretty. Whatever, don't matter. You know, like wow, what a use of a supernatural talent getting pretty. Who cares? And I'm pretty low key. I like to follow other people's leads. It's fun. Sometimes when I feel like it's appropriate. The situation. Read the situation. I like saying that. The situation. As you can tell, I'm all like pumped up right now, like all like a little crazy or whatever. A lot of spiritual pressure on me, like a lot. But anyways, what I was saying is like you read the situation, it's just like, oh no, we gotta be appropriate. I feel like this. Let's turn this into a thing, like a really cool thing. Like that's the power of leadership, the power of being an alpha male. Because you if you know what you're doing, you could sit somewhere. You could be on a park bench. Be on a park bench sitting with just a stranger. And if you know what you're doing, that could be the coolest place in the park. That people walking by looking at that park bench and see two guys. Like, damn, those guys are cool. They're having a great freaking time. What's going on over there? There's something happening over there. No, it's a beautiful moment over there. What's going on? That's the power. I mean, I think that's proper use of star power of people skills. Turn a moment into a movie moment. How about that? It's like you're in a movie, which is particularly easier when you're also supernatural. You're a vampire. To be honest, I'm not very good at being a vampire. I don't think so. I think I'm fairly good. If I had to uh, rate the usage, I'd probably say I'm like a 3 out of 10. But I like to be low key for the most part. It's like, but there have been times where I've raised that to like 6 or 7, but it's too much. Like people will like it'll get crazy. It's like get a group of people, raise the party and that supernatural and the magical stuff up to a 6 or 7. It starts getting wild. Like past the point of like what I believe like a rock star could do. We're talking supernatural shit, and I've done that shit before. Like I said, I've experienced, and I'm like, nah, don't need that. Don't need that kind. Don't need. What are we doing, guys? We don't need magic right now. Let's just you know. Although now I'm over here feeling really good. I'm like, but still be appropriate. It's a big thing, and it's kind of hard sometimes. It's like because if you're a rock star, if you're treated like one, a low key one, then what you can do is more than let's say a shy person or a shy person who's kind of a stranger who doesn't know like what to do. Clearly there's a big difference. But anyways, I'm a nice person. I like talking to people. Sometimes even when I'm not talking to people, like you know just being kind and respectful and simple shit. Mostly it's just like most of the time I'm really just caring about guys. Like I feel like ladies are they're doing their thing. They're watching. They may not be watching. They're talking, laughing, whatever. But it's guys that I've learned to flirt with. I'm just kidding. No, not flirt with, but like become friends with um, as the person that I am. I have to say, you have to figure out who you are and who you like being, and then do the communication thing. And it's not easy for me because you know still working on it. I'm getting better. Like I said, I am pretty overwhelmed right now, like spiritual shit. I'm tired. And I think I'm just gonna take it easy. I might do a few more videos for fun, just also to like vent, you know. And start thinking about what else to do. What other things? I got plenty of other things I like to be doing, and just kind of celebrate that tonight. I'm just gonna celebrate a little bit. So yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.